Child's Pose. Music brought to you today by the unbelievably amazing DJ Sirius Black. And here we are, Embody Flow, part 2. So get on your mats, come into Child's Pose, let your forehead rest gently on the floor. Arms could be extended out in front of you, as Silvana is so delightfully doing. Taking deep breaths. If your children, partners, anyone are near you, they can join you here for Embodied Flow, starting in Child's Pose. For those of you coming on, hey Stacy, Tracy, waving, happy to see you guys here. Jump in. You don't even need any yoga props to be able to do any of this stuff. You just need yourself and whatever you have at home. Keeping the breath really slow and steady. And again, if there are things going on around you, embrace that. Part of the embodied flow practice is learning to embrace chaos. And you could say that we are experiencing a lot of chaos right now. We are being asked to relinquish control, and the beautiful part of Balasana Child's Pose is it allows us to surrender and relinquish some of that control that we so desperately need to hold on to for the sake of who we are, who we think we are. And this allows us to, Marie is here, this allows us to look at our ideas of control, our ideas of what we think being in control are or is, and exploring that even more. I did not call you Stacy, Tracy. My friend Stacy is online. We're gonna take about 5 to 6 more breaths here in our Child's Pose. I'm actually really enjoying teaching live classes because I can interact with so many different people all at once. And slowly letting your exhales become a lot longer than your inhales. Just let everything settle. Surrender. Release. I know I said we would be about 6 feet apart, but it's going to be very challenging for me to be able to do this, being 6 feet apart away from her. So taking your final breaths here in your Child's Pose. Take a deep inhale, float the back of the body, like really feel the shoulder blades expand, doming out as I say the back of your back. And now open your mouth and exhale with a big sigh. And let's inhale slowly. We're gonna roll up into tabletop position. Lift the head, spread the fingers wide, lift the tailbone, really creating that kind of smiley face with the spine. And then we exhale, cat-cowing a little bit here, rounding out the back. Inhale, let's lengthen and lift. And we're gonna exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Taking our last inhale here, we'll roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift your head. And now bend your toesies behind you and exhale. Send those sitting bones high up into the sky. Keep the knees bent. Nice bent knees still here in your down dog. Why are we bending our knees? Because I want your spine to get long. I want you to feel how it feels with your spine getting long. And the way to do that is to just move your tailbone from side to side. You can call it like micro twerking, okay? But we're not. Silvana's trying really hard not to laugh at my inappropriateness here, but that's okay. Right, and when you're ready, exhale, bring your heels to the floor or something like that. Keep the spine really nice and long. Here we are, Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. taking those deep breaths. So Lana's gonna stay here in her down dog for about 4 to 5 more breaths. Her fingers are spread really wide. Her arms are nice and long. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, nice and lengthened the spine. Her tailbone is lifting. And she's keeping a slight bend in her knees because she has gone back to running. Probably not outside. Outside or inside? You're running?
Outside.
She's running outside. She's keeping 6 feet away from other people running outside. Okay. Her spine is really long. She's got her, as I was saying, her legs are slightly bent because her hamstrings might be engaged. So people, if you have engaged hamstrings because you're biking, you're running, you're walking in your house, keep your knees bent. And you can play with that. She can keep her knees bent and then she could inhale to straight legs if she wanted to. Yes, I'm touching her. I'm going to sanitize. She can exhale to bent knees as she's here. Wonderful. And now on her next inhale, she's going to tiptoe her feet forward. So from her down dog, just tiptoe your feet forward. If you're type A, you want to do the float business, go ahead. And let's inhale to a nice long spine here, Ardha. Sometimes you can bring your hands underneath your knees if you want that long spine. And then we're going to exhale to fold. Uttanasana. Let's inhale, bend the knees, and we're going to start to lift our arms. I'm going to try not to punch her in the face as we come all the way up to standing, but if she punches me, you guys saw it here first, okay? Exhale, hands to prayer center. Here we are. We'll do 4 sets of half sun A's, right, which are wonderful if you do not want to do any chaturangas today. So we'll inhale, arms lift, Urdhva Hastasana, lift your chin, open your heart, exhale, release, surrender, let it go. Let's inhale, unwrapping the spine, Ardha Uttanasana. And we're going to exhale, folding forward into Uttanasana. We'll inhale, micro bend in the knees. We're not lifting all the way up into Urdhva Hastasana. And let's exhale, hands to prayer center right here. Once again, we'll inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, surrender, let it go. We have no control. Embrace this chaos. Inhale to long spines. Exhale, fold. Let's the release again. Bending the knees a little bit or not. Inhale, root to rise, ground into the feet, toes before the pose. And we exhale, hands, Samasthiti, equal standing pose. 2 more, let's inhale. You can even close your eyes at home because I can't see you. Exhale, surrender. Closing our eyes allows us to go into the practice. Let's inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Wonderful. Inhale, root to rise, strong legs. Push the toes down, toes for the pose as you lift your chin. Exhale, Samasthiti, take it in. Last one, we inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, surrender to letting it all go. Every single thing. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen your spine. Exhale, releasing any of the janky crunchiness. Inhale, root to rise, let's lift, strong legs, strong arms, rise. Exhale, Samasthiti, equal standing pose. Bring your thumbs to your sternum and really connect with your body here as we embody. Close your eyes in Samasthiti and find a neutral pelvis. And all that is neutral pelvis is really toes before the pose, toes ground into your mat, right? When you're in neutral pelvis, the pelvis kind of comes slightly forward so the spine is nice and long. And the hints to this, everybody, is when your kneecaps lift and the inner muscles of the inner thighs, like the inner groin muscles also lift. You feel strong, you feel rooted, and you feel like you can relinquish control because anything that comes towards you, you will sway with it, but it will never knock you over. Take one more deep breath in here from Samasthiti, equal standing pose. Take an intention. Let's take an intention together here while we are live on many different channels for something that you could possibly, I want you to take an intention around something that you need to give yourself right now. Yes, I know you're probably at home, quarantined, with your kids. I'm a mom, she's a mom, right? Pretty just like, things just fucking going crazy right now. Things that you never thought would drive you crazy, driving you crazy. She's like, oh my, yes, I never knew. Because you know what, we're at work, we want to be at home. Now we're stuck at home, you want to be the fuck outside, okay? So let's just like play with that idea for a second, okay? So can you give yourself something that you need right now, right? Within relinquishing control. You might need a Starbucks, but you can't go there and get one. So what do?
You make it at home.
You make it at home. So when you're done, you can, I don't even know you would leave the room. You could go make a coffee and come right back to the practice. I wouldn't know. No one else would know. So let's just think about that, right? Part of my thing, what's my thing, is not to be funny, but let's try to find the humor in all of this, right? So what I said earlier, you're at work, you want to be at home, now your ass is at home. Come on, right? So she's taking her intention, we've had our funny moment, many more to come, we're here for 60 minutes. Right? We're gonna inhale together, keep saying we are gonna inhale, not breathing on each other. And we'll exhale, we'll just let that intention go. So we're gonna start a little bit of warm up, a little bit of sun A's, modified sun A's though, friends. Okay, let's inhale, bring the arms all the way up. And we'll exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen to a long spine here. Option A is to jump back to chaturanga. Option B is to just step it back to a nice plank asana. Take a deep breath and engage. We exhale, knees, chin, and chest. Unless you really want to do that chaturanga, go ahead. Point your toes, engage your legs. Inhale for a cobra, starting slow. We'll exhale, bring our foreheads back down towards the floor. Inhale, bend the toes, push up, and exhale back into down dog. So when you come to your down dog here, again, knees can be bent or not, fingers spread wide, right? Head, they like to say head in line with the inner part of your biceps. Honestly, I just don't want you to tuck your chin all the way down as though you're forcing to look at the pedicure that could have happened but didn't, because no salons are opening until the 1st of May. Shout out to Buff Beauty because I miss you guys so much. If you guys don't know what Buff is, you should, right? One more breath here. She's gonna exhale to relinquish control. Feel her body. And then she can inhale, or she will inhale, and or walk, step, or jump feet in between the hands to Ardha Uttanasana. Right? Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise, Urdhva Hastasana coming all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti, hands to press. Right? So we'll inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, here we go. Exhale, folding forward, releasing. Wonderful. Let's inhale for a long spine. Use your tempo. Exhale, plant your hands, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump back to plank pose. She'll take a deep breath in here. She's gonna exhale, knees, chin, chest. It's called Ashtangasana, right? Now she's gonna point her toes, engage her legs. Inhale for her cobra. Exhale, really smooth release towards the floor. Or she's coming back to child's pose. She's just doing whatever she wants right now. That's okay, happens to me all the time, right? She's gonna bend her toes, engage her legs and her belly and push up off the floor. Wonderful, exhale back to down dog. No down dog. She's coming back down for chaturanga to go to down dog. Hey!
You know when you're used to?
She's taking my all levels, all good to wherever she wants to go, right? But it's good because this is entertaining for you, right? It's damn sure entertaining for both of us here. And whoever's going to be tuning into us later on YouTube, is going to be like, what? Did I miss the party? This is what I'm talking about. This is why being at home is awesome. As she's breathing right, her last breath in, because I can entertain you for an hour, and it's free, right? Walk, step, or jump the feet in between the hands to a long spine. Nice. Exhale, let's fold. Inhale, root to rise. Lift all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. And we're going to exhale, hands to press center, Samastiti. We're going to take 2 more together. We'll inhale. Take your time here. Work with your breath pattern. Exhale as you release. Surrender towards the floor. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. I'm going to jump back to chaturanga. Sil will jump back to plank. So if you are chaturanga, you're going to exhale, plant your hands, bend your knees, jump up. Right? And from here, we can inhale now, incorporating the up dog. Just a bit more dynamic. Exhale back, down dog. Taking a deep breath. Embodying
feeling your practice. On your next inhale, I want you to walk, step, or jump feet in between the hands. So if you're jumping, take that nice little jump to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Let's take the last one. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spines, root to rise. Exhale to plank or chaturanga, whichever one you feel is going to work today. Point your toes. Inhale for your up dog or your cobra. Exhale, back down dog. When you get to your down dog, 4 breaths. Start your transition, walk, stepping, or jumping feet in between the hands. So if you're going to go for the tiptoe, that's a wonderful one. Lengthen your spine for Ardha. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise, Urdhva Hastasana. And we'll exhale, Samastiti. Let's place our left hand on our heart, right palm open, so it's like half mountain pose. We're embodying right here. Close your eyes, connect with the heart space. A lot of times the heart is sending us messages, and most of the time we miss them because we're not used to hearing. We're thinking we're actually going to get a text message. No, it could be a thought, a feeling, a color, a sound. A song comes on and you react to it quite surprisingly. That's a heart message, right? That's messages coming out of the heart. So as we embody here for the moment, left hand on the heart, right hand open. We'll take a deep inhale. And then exhale softly. Inhale to open the eyes, come to Tadasana, mountain pose. We'll go through 2 sun Bs, and then the third one we'll modify from there and get into our standing embodied flow practice. Tips of the fingers sweep the floor. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale for a long spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Option is to walk or jump back, plank or chaturanga, up to you. So if I'm walking back to plank, I'm going to exhale chaturanga. So either chaturanga or legs still mat, belly to the floor. Inhale for your up dog. Exhale, back down dog. Coming into warrior 1 on the right side, you can either turn the left foot out and step the right foot forward, or we'll do it the other way. Next time we inhale, raise both arms. Exhale to fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga or chaturanga with your belly to the floor. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back down dog. Warrior 1, other side. Right foot turns out, left foot steps forward. Inhale, lifting. Wonderful. Exhale, let go. Inhale, step back to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga, belly to the floor. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back down dog. So right here, we'll pause for 4 breaths or 5. And when we talk about pausing for the breaths, everybody has a different breath pattern. Everybody breathes differently. We're all built differently. So essentially, in the Ashtanga Vinyasa practice, the teacher will be calling out 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. She can now walk, step, or jump feet in between the hands to her long spine. And I wasn't counting breath, it's just a count. Exhale to fold. Inhale, drop your sitting bones. As you're gonna sit, knees over toes, raise the arms. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose, Samastiti. Right, let's take that again. We inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, walk, step, or jump back to plank pose. Deepen the breath, come down chaturanga or belly to the floor. Inhale for your up dog. Exhale, back down, dog. When you're ready, warrior one, right side. She's gonna turn her left foot out, left heel comes down. Well planted, she inhales, lifting from her legs. She likes to do warrior arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back to your plank pose. Exhale. Nice. Inhale for your up dog. Exhale, back down dog. Wonderful. On your next inhale, warrior one, left side. Right heel comes down. She's well balanced. As she inhales, she brings the arms all the way up. And she opens into these cactus arms, divine arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back to your plank. And you guys know this part by heart. Exhale, belly to the floor. Inhale for your up dog. Exhale, back down dog. And we're back here again for the 4 to 5 breaths. Now earlier when I was giving you that count, as I was saying in the Ashtanga Vinyasa practice, the teacher is giving you a count, and it's not how many breaths you're taking, it's just giving you that count. You breathe as much as you want, or not all, for that 5 count. So she's here, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And when she's ready, she'll transition now. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, we're going to come to sit in an imaginary chair and our knees come over our toes and we raise our arms, Utkatasana, fierce pose. And then we exhale, Tadasana Samastiti. Right arm, we embody right here, left hand to heart, right palm out in front of you. You can give yourself compassionate mudra here, open palm, welcoming mudra. It's entirely up to you. It's however you feel. Deep breath in. Open your mouth to exhale. Inhale to open the eyes. Come to your mountain pose. We're going to come into embodied flow right here. So we'll touch the tips of the fingers towards the floor. Kind of starts in a way that you're familiar with. Utkatasana. Let's exhale, folding Uttanasana. Inhale for a long spine, Ardha Uttanasana. And let's exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, rock or jump back to your plank pose. And we're going to come down, chaturanga, belly to the floor, or chaturanga. Point your toes, engage your legs, up dog. And we're going to exhale back down dog. Beautiful. Now I want you to take a deep breath in. You're going to turn your left foot out 45 degrees. You're going to step your right foot forward into your warrior one. Lift from your legs. Bringing the arms all the way up. Wonderful. On your exhale, you're going to start to lean forward. You're going to turn onto the mound of the left foot. Take a deep inhale to lift up and off into the warrior three. So the option A is warrior three, arms extended. Option B, put your hands on the floor, right? Don't try and be a hero in your house when no one can see you. Put your hands on the floor, find grounding. Right here what we want to do is I'm going to place my hands on the outsides of her hips. She's giving me consent. I'm just going to make sure that not to throw her on the floor either. I'm going to make sure that if she had headlights right here on her pelvis, they're facing the floor, right? She's engaging that left butt cheek. Her left foot is flexed in the back here, right? We'll take a deep breath in. So I'm almost fine on the floor. I'm in warrior three. I'm going to inhale. On my exhale, I'm going to bend my knee. I'm going to bring that left foot back down and come back to my warrior one. I'm going to give it the back bend. Here, I'm going to exhale, folding forward. I'm going to turn onto the mound of my left foot and step it in so that my right leg is nice and straight. Parshva Konasana. I'm going to railroad my feet as I say. Inhale, I'll lengthen my spine. I like to place my hand right on my sacrum to see if my sacrum is level. Right? And here I'm going to exhale, folding forward. Once I know my sacrum is level, toes for the pose. My toes are well planted into the floor. Silvana has her feet spread out a little bit less than 3 feet. Her spine is long. Shoulders are relaxed, and she's releasing to the knees, surrendering. Part of embodying anything is to surrender what was to bring in what is, right? We'll inhale, we'll lengthen here, just kind of a little micro reset. And we'll exhale, folding, right? Again, we'll inhale. Thank you, James Blake, for the song Exhale, Fold. We'll take a deep inhale, we're gonna lengthen. On my exhale, I'm gonna slide that left mound of the foot back. I'm going to bring my pelvis down so my thighs almost parallel to the floor, but if it's not, that's okay. I want to inhale, lifting into a lunge. Back leg is nice and long and strong. My left butt cheek is also lifted because the glutes are very important in our yoga practice. Right? So I'm in my lunge pose. I'll exhale, release towards the floor. Inhale, I'm going to step it back to my plank. And on my exhale, I'm going to turn to a side plank towards the window. So right hand comes to the center of my chest. Modified pose, bring your right knee down towards the floor, right? Non-modified pose has you stacking your feet. I want to see wrist, elbow, shoulder. And as you turn to lift here, and side plank. So then in a modified pose here of side plank, her right knee's on the floor. Take one more breath here. Exhale, bring your hand down towards the back. Inhale, step that right leg back to a plank. And exhale, bring your body down towards the floor. Down towards the floor. Yep. Inhale for your up dog. Wonderful. Exhale, back down dog. So right here, she's going to take a deep breath in. And then bring that left foot forward, right heel down. Warrior one on the opposite side. Inhale, bring the arms up. Here she is. So because she does the goddess arms here, she'll take a deep breath in, bring the arms up. And as she exhales, now she'll start to lean forward in preparation for her warrior three. She likes hands on the floor. If you have no yoga blocks in your house, can't find some cookbooks or phone books, I don't know if you even have phone books anymore, you just bring your hand onto the floor, right? I'm gonna bring my hands to either side of her and make sure the headlights of her pelvis face the ground. We're working with closed hips here. Open hips is when you open the hips out at the side, like your warrior twos. It's like a closed hip situation, like your warrior one. She's gonna take a deep breath in here. Good, and when she exhales, she's gonna bring that foot back down towards the floor. She's gonna inhale to slide the right foot towards the left for Parshvanottanasana. Both legs are nice and long, so I'll actually take the position on the mat on an angle. Right, we want to inhale for a long spine here. And then we're going to exhale to fold. Again, if you want to just see where the back of your sacrum is, you can reach back and touch your sacrum. Allowing you to get in touch with your body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. And now the action between the feet aren't passive. The feet feel like they want to rip the mat out from underneath you. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Right? And exhale, come into a nice fold. Holding this last fold here. 3 breaths. Nice and steady. Inhale to a long spine. Exhale, slide that foot back behind you. All right, we're going to try to get the thigh parallel with the floor. Long and strong here. She wants to inhale, lifting up into that lunge. A lot of people feel you just slide up, that's okay. It's live. I'm pretty sure someone has already hit the floor. So it's totally fine. Better us than you, okay? Right? She really likes these arms.
For me, with shoulder pains, neck pains, open up, stretch open.
She likes to stretch open. So anybody that likes this, you feel powerful, you feel in control, do that. Someone's hearting you from over here. I don't know you know what they told me, like when I had eye surgery stuff, I never need glasses again. Over 40, I need some readers right now. She's like, big time, her too. So let's inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, step back to your plank. Exhale, let's bring it down here. Belly to the floor and chaturanga. All right, point the toes, engage the legs. Inhale, hug the elbows to the sides of the body in your up dog. Exhale back for your down dog. Wonderful, here we are. We're taking 4 breaths. Things are feeling really good. I'm actually gonna bring my mat to an angle. I know anybody that's a television producer or video producer is probably screaming that I'm doing this right now. Hey, my profession is yoga, not this stuff, okay? And then when Syl has a moment, she's gonna tilt her mat, like kind of turn it to the side so you can see kind of like our side profiles here. And she's gonna do it right now, okay? So I'll get back here. You're gonna face me or you're gonna come beside you? Yeah, beside me. This way? Yeah, that way.
Okay.
There we go. And I think we were staggered.
Okay.
But no, it's okay, it's fine. I'm gonna come down to the bottom here. Right on. So that's been your 4 breaths, folks. If you're in your dog, you can walk, step, or jump feet in between the hands. So I like the tiptoe, right? Because eventually, when we get to handstanding stuff, this is important. Inhale to lengthen your spine, right? Exhale, drop your seat, bend your knees over your toes, raise the arms on that inhale, Utkatasana. Wonderful. And then we're going to exhale here, Tadasana, mountain pose. Wonderful. I'm going to move my mat this way and Syl's going to move this way. Okay. Just a little bit, trying to give you guys the best, right, as we work it out. I know I said we'd be 6 feet apart, but really hard when you're working with like small screens, okay, folks? So we're going to take another deep breath in, place the left hand to the heart, turn the right palm, take a moment to embody. Any messages coming from the heart space, we receive. Deep breath in. Open your mouth to exhale, open your eyes. Bring your left hand down next to the left thigh, Tadasana. Let's inhale. We'll come back to Utkatasana here. We're inhaling up for chair pose. And we'll exhale to fold Uttanasana. Inhale, unravel the spine. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Ardha Uttanasana. And you know what to do here. On the exhale, walk, step, or jump back to plank. Or chaturanga. Inhale for your up dog. Hug the elbows close to the body here. Engage the glutes. Exhale back into down dog. Stepping into warrior 2 on the right side. Turn the left foot out. Get to your warrior 2, however feels good and comfortable for you. And inhale as you lift into your warrior 2. Wonderful. On your exhale, I want you to bring the left hand behind the back. Raise the right arm. Exalt your warrior. Deep breath in here. And now exhale, bring the hand down outside of the right foot. And then bring the left arm over the head, Ujita Parsva Konasana, or extended side angle pose. Push your toes into the floor. Inhale, lift back to your warrior 2. Right on. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, bring the hand down. Just going back into it. Ujita Parsva Konasana, extended side angle. Inhale here. And on our exhale, bring your hand down towards the floor. Inhale, step back to side plank on the right side. And yes, I know I forgot the left side on the other side, but we're talking about something. So modified side plank or stacked feet side plank. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hand down towards the floor. And we come all the way in. Chaturanga or Ashtangasana. Inhale for your up dog. Exhale back for your down dog. Right on. Same thing, other side. So let's turn the opposite foot out. Right foot turns out, left foot steps forward. Ground through your feet. Inhale for your warrior 2. Wonderful. Arm behind the back. Reverse warrior. Inhale here. Exhale, Ujita Parsva Konasana. Extended side angle. Nice. Inhale, lift back up. Warrior 2. Exhale. Reverse warrior. Deep breath in, reach back, bend that left knee. And now we come down. Extended side angle pelvis here. Inhale. Exhale, step it back to your side plank. So you can bring your knee down, modify it, or stack both legs. Wonderful. So she's chosen to keep her hand down, which you can do. You don't ever have to lift the arm if you don't want to. She steadied herself. Exhale, bring your hand towards the floor. Inhale here. Exhale to come down towards the mat. Inhale for your up dog. Exhale back down dog. Now remember, your breath is slow and steady and strong. You are inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose. If you trip up and I'm like, oh no, I exhale through my mouth, not a big deal. Really not a big deal. You are in the comfort of your own home. I want you to be as comfortable as possible. When you're ready, I want you to walk, step, or jump, feet in between the hands, lengthen the spine. And we're going to exhale to fold right hand. We're going to inhale to lengthen our spine. And we're going to open our feet the distance of your mat, or the width of your mat, right? You can keep your feet parallel, or you can turn them out. It all depends on what happens next. Right, so you want to take a deep breath in, long spines, raise the arms, parallel with the floor. And now on our exhale, I'm going to drop my sitting bones towards the ground. I naturally turn my feet out because I sit in a squat very often. Keep the chest lifted, arms reaching up for yogi squat. Push your toes down, big smile. And let's exhale, hands towards the floor. Turn your feet parallel, inhale as you lengthen the legs. And now we're gonna exhale into a bit of a crow pose. So I have my hands planted on the floor, I'll bring them slightly forward. You can be a crow in the nest and keep your toes on the floor, or you can lift off, it's entirely up to you. So I will back up. I'm gonna place my hands on the floor. I am really tall, right? So I lift up onto my toes, and I bend my knees and I get them right behind my triceps. And I make sure that I'm super comfortable. I spread my fingers really wide and then cup my hands on the floor almost. So Silvana has one toe in the nest, one toe out of the nest, right? So here we are, we're gonna come up into our crow pose, toes in the nest or not. Take a deep breath in, exhale to relax, or fall on your face. Wonderful. Did you feel like kicking your legs back?
No.
Ideally, you'd want to kick your legs back, which was like hard no.
No, that's a hard no.
Hard no. And that was
shut
like
down. Fall flat on my face.
You guys saw it live. She shut it down,
right?
So you're in your crow pose. Let's say you have your toes on the floor. You don't want to do that jump back. Totally fine. Just walk one leg back at a time into your plank. And let's exhale, knees, chin, and chest towards the ground. Wonderful. Point your toes. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale back into your down dog. Beautiful. We're going to take a deep breath in. Stepping into Trikonasana, triangle pose on the right side. So turn your left heel out, 45 degrees. Step the right foot forward. And then immediately as your foot grounds in, lengthen the leg. Now, if you don't have yoga props, totally fine. Place your hand on your ankle. Break to hold yourself. And then inhale to raise the left arm. Exhale as you open your chest towards the left side. Wonderful Trikonasana here. The idea about Trikonasana is that it's probably one of the hardest poses to get. We often think, oh, triangle, okay, it's gonna be fine. But to really be in Trikonasana and really sustain and hold this pose for a long time, it's very, very difficult. But it's a beautiful feeling. Silvana's probably tired. She's gonna take a deep breath in. And from Trikonasana, from right here, my friends, we're gonna take a deep breath in. We're gonna transition to Ardha Chandrasana from here. So you can either bring your left hand down, ground, turn your left foot, so you wanna turn on the ball of the foot, and walk the hands forward as you lift the left leg. You can place your left hand on your heart this time. Instead of raising the arm all the way up towards the sky, embody right here. Inhale. Okay. So she's placed her hand on her heart. What's really important is to get the pelvis to open. Right? Here we are. She's using me as your wall. I'm not going to let you fall. Right? Left hand on her heart, and she's embodying the pose. So she'll take a deep breath in. And on her exhale, she's going to bend that right knee. Keep your left hand on your heart as you can. And inhale into what we call a half warrior, so the embodied warrior. There we go. Excellent. Wonderful. Just going to stay steady right here. Right on. Inhale, lengthen that leg. Touch the two hands together. Exhale, back to your warrior. Wonderful. Inhale, let's get long again. Exhale. We'll take one more. We're going to inhale right here. Keep the hands up. Left palm comes down to the left thigh. And your reverse triangle. Nice lateral line here. And then I want you to bend the right leg and feel as graceful as a flower as you bring yourself down towards the floor. Step back to your plank. And we bring it down. Inhale. Exhale. Now because I omitted side plank twice on the left side, we're gonna have to do it right. Okay. She's like, oh damn it, I do it. Everybody's like, shit, it's actually forgot. Right, let's come forward, rock it forward into a plank pose. And here's the thing, folks, yoga teachers are not infallible, okay? Like we forget shit all the time, okay? Bring your left hand to the center of your chest. Silvana is a yoga teacher, she will tell you. And we can lift right here on this side. Deep breath in. On your exhale, bring your right hand down towards the floor. Inhale, side plank, other side. There we go. In her mind, she's like, why aren't you doing this? Because I'm doing all the talking. Deep breath in. Let's exhale, bring that hand towards the floor. Come down into your chaturanga. Inhale for your up dog. Exhale back to your down dog. Wonderful. So we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So when you're ready, step the left foot forward, right heel turns out. Trikonasana. Lengthen the left leg, place the hand on the ankle, and we lift. Open the heart. Push back on that right heel. That back foot in any standing pose is what holds it together. One more breath in. All right, exhale for that transition. Bring the hand down towards the floor. Walk the fingers. Raise the right leg. Get yourself firmly embodied, firmly in the pose. You want to bring your right hand to the right side of your chest. You're embodying first. So it's like screw the embodiment. Going right for it right now. See, part of my job is everyone takes yoga so seriously. You have to laugh. Because then what are you really doing? One more breath in. Let's exhale. Let's bend this knee. We're going to exhale. So here we are. Right out. Right. Beautiful. Let's take a deep inhale. Lengthen our leg. Reach here. Exhale. Inhale. Lengthen. Lift. Exhale. Taking one more inhale. Exhale. Now this one's where we end it. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, right hand to right thigh. Leaning back. Reverse triangle. Deep breath in. Exhale as you bend that left knee. And flow with your body. Bring the hands down towards the floor. So from here, you think you're going to step back into a plank pose, but you're not. We're going to walk our hands to the middle of our legs. I'm going to shift myself over. Right, that's how you do that, folks. You just kind of moonwalk over to the side. You're hee-hee. Exactly.
Jackson.
We take a deep breath in. We're going to lengthen the spine. And then my exhale, I'm going to slide my hands down to about where my feet are.
So when I bend my elbows, I'm going to push my palms to the floor. Prasarita A. Pushing my palms to the floor, give myself a nice, long, wide-legged forward fold.
Some people have the beauty where their heads touch the floor. That never happens for me. Prasarita A. I have a really good friend who's a genius. His name is Derek Cook. If you look him up, knowledge of the details, he pronounces it a very specific way. Sorry, Derek, if I didn't say it properly on camera. Just shout out to you.
Okay. Shout out to you. All right, let's take a deep breath in. Let's lengthen the spine here. And on your exhale, you're going to transfer your weight to your right-hand side, coming into Skandasana on the right-hand side. So traditional Skandasana has the full foot on the floor. I am not in to do that because I'm probably going to fall down. So I stay on the ball of my foot, right? You can turn, if you had your full foot on the floor, you would turn the opposite leg, toes towards the side. But you can do that right here. The idea is to keep the spine nice and long. Find a point that you can look at, and you can bring the hands right to prayer center. So still is taking nice deep breaths. I'm going to place my hands on your shoulders. Imagine my hands on your shoulders at home, just telling you to relax. Take it easy. Really push control. All kinds can happen right here. But that's what we're going for, is we're never going to be prepared to release control, but we can be prepared around the idea that we have to relinquish control somewhere. And this is where you want to do it, right? She's like, I'm not controlling anything anymore. I'm putting my hands on the floor. Fine. So relinquish control. Right? Excellent. You're going to release it now, okay, hon? So we're over here, Skandasana on this side. I want you to inhale, lift the sitting bones, extend the legs through your Prasarita B. Nope, not transitioning left, lady love. Alright. Prasarita B asks us to bring our hands to the waist. Chest almost parallel with the floor. Let's take a deep breath in. And then we're going to exhale to fold. Keep your hands on your waist. This one is so challenging because you got to keep your hands on your waist, so nothing to push into. Right? Elbows out to the sides, keeping a square verticality. Toes for the pose, right into the floor. And every inhale, you're letting yourself fill up. And on the exhale,
we have 2 more breaths here. All right, now Syl's going to inhale. She's going to lengthen her spine. Probably place your hands on the floor to steady herself, or you at home can do that. And then on her next inhale, she's going to transition her weight over to the left side for Skandasana on the opposite side. So very slowly, no, you want to look forward like how you were. You're just shifting your butt. Yeah, shift your butt over to the
before.
Yeah. There we go, my friends. She's taking her time, finding the sweet spot where it feels really good. Shoulders are relaxed, toes for the pose. She's got her full foot on the floor. And her breath is nice and long and steady.
And you know what, friends? Oftentimes, one side is way easier to do than the other side. So don't beat yourself up over this, right? I'll tell you the reason why for Embody Flow Part 3 coming up, maybe this week or maybe next week. Stay tuned. Let's inhale. We're going to come back up. Place your hands on the floor. Inhale. Come back up to the wide-legged forward fold.
So here you are. Deep breath in. I want you to interlace your fingers behind your back. We're going to pull the arms back, lift the chest, lengthen the spine, look up. And now our exhale, as we fold forward into Prasarita C, the arms are lifting, the deep breath in. Just lengthen the spine. Lift your head. Open your mouth to exhale. Inhale, release the feet or the legs. Bring the spine back to center. Exhale. And now right here, this is where I'm going to cue this up, right? So we're coming down to the closing sequence, and I know that Facebook, Instagram, all the grams are going to shut us down because they only give us 60 minutes online. Right here is where I'll cue. If you do an inversion, you have an inversion that you practice in your regular practice, Salam Shasana, supported headstand or headstand, you can do that right now. If you're like, no, I don't do that ever, and I'm not comfortable doing it at home without you there holding me, Sina, totally fine. You need to come into what we call Viparana Karani, which is waterfall pose, or your shoulder stand. For the love of everything that is holy, if you're doing your shoulder stand, I need you to promise me you're going to fold your mat. And when you fold your mat, Syl's going to lie down here. I'm going to fold her mat so you can see from behind what it looks like. She's going to lie down and her shoulder blades are going to be on the mat. Right? I want you to scooch up. Yep. Scooch this way towards the camera. No, you're
My shoulders?
Yeah, no. Put your shoulders back down here. Yeah. So I don't want any. No. Keep it. Yeah. I don't want anything on your neck. Right? It's totally fine. This is our relationship all the time. You should see us trying to get somewhere. Okay? That's where it gets really good.
We need a reality show, guys.
Totally. The travels of S&S.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's got her shoulder blades on the floor, nothing on her neck, and her head is on the floor. So if she wants to, first of all, she was going to do waterfall. So all I'm going to ask her to do, if you have a phone book or a book at home, you can slide it underneath your sacrum. If not, she's going to take a deep breath in and just lift both legs towards the sky. Right? If you want to go to a wall, I always say go to the wall if you can. Legs up the wall. Right? That's all it is. She can open her arms wider here and close her eyes and enjoy this for 25 breaths before she brings the legs down into Shavasana. Right? Her other option is, do you practice shoulder stand because of your neck?
A little bit. I don't do plow though. I'll do shoulder stand, but not plow.
Okay, so I will do the shoulder stand, right? So she's in her waterfall here. Gonna get into her personal space. I'm gonna fold my, I don't even know how I'm gonna do shoulder stand because I have to cue myself. So I'm gonna ask Syl to do shoulder stand right now. So she's gonna take a deep breath in. She got prepped, that's why she folded her mat down. And she will come up into her shoulder stand, which is the Queen of all asana. And if I did have time, she would be here for 25 breaths. And then she doesn't practice plow because of a neck injury. So if you do have a neck injury, do not go against the grain because you're at home. Just take out things that don't feel good to you. Right? Plow does not feel good for her, so she's not going to do it. She would best be here, and then slowly, she would bring her hands down towards the floor.
Keep my legs up.
Keep your legs up. She's going to engage her core, and then she's going to exhale, rolling herself down towards the floor. She'll bring her legs down ever so softly and gently, relaxing her whole body, coming into her final relaxation or Shavasana close pose. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Okay. So, we are coming down to the end of our time. I really appreciate you taking your time out and joining me here for Embody Flow 2. Right, which was really all about, again, another really nice strong standing practice, but we were really looking at the muscles that move the legs. I want you to kind of be straight and get all in your feelings. So there's a lot of hip opening and closing, playing with that. Playing with grounding down, so standing poses allow us to ground, allow us to find ourselves and where we want to take our stand in the world. Right now, you need to take your stand and CTFD, calm the fuck down. Right? We gotta stay home, right? And the next time, whenever it is that life goes back to the new normal, and you're at work, and you're like, man, I wish I had a day off, I wish I could go home. Remember this. I remember how you felt about having your greatest wish come true, and not being able to do anything about it. And that is often where our greatest learning happens, is when we cannot do anything about whatever's happening. So thank you so much, Silvana.
Thank you so much for having me.
Practicing with me. Thank you to all of you
that tuned in wherever you tuned in. This will probably be up on YouTube later on today. Again, I'm the analog girl in the digital world, so we never know what's going to happen.
And our coming comedy hour will be coming up shortly. You never know.
Yeah, and you never know. Like the upcoming outtakes of all of this might also be online afterwards, right? So thank you so much.